Have you guys ever wanted to run Minecraft on a potato? Well, with all of these optimization mods, you can run Minecraft on thin air. But first, we need to install some compatibility mods. You will need to download Fabric API, Plot Config API, Text Placeholder API, and Mod Menu. Of course, every mod I mentioned will be in the description below. I also have a better PC than most, so your FPS will probably not look like mine. My PC specs will be in the description if you're curious. Now, the first mod we will be installing is Vulkan Mod. Vulkan Mod is a mod that replaces the game's default graphics renderer, OpenGL, with Vulkan, a newer, more modern graphics API. In a nutshell, an API, which stands for Application Programming Interface, is like a menu at a restaurant. It tells programs what they can ask for and how to ask for it, without needing to know how the kitchen works. APIs lets different software talk to each other and work together. This switch allows Minecraft to take better advantage of modern hardware, resulting in improved performance. While OpenGL has been around since the early 90s and is the default renderer in Minecraft, it's not optimized for multi-threading and can become a performance bottleneck, especially on systems with many cores or running heavy mod packs. Vulkan, on the other hand, is designed with multi-threading in mind and gives developers more direct control over the GPU, which allows for more efficient rendering and better scalability across different hardware setups. One of the biggest benefits of using Vulkan is reduction in CPU overhead. OpenGL tends to put a lot of stress on the CPU, while Vulkan spreads the workload more evenly, freeing up system resources and improving overall performance. This is especially noticeable in modded Minecraft, where performance can often take a hit. However, Vulkan is still relatively new and experimental, so it may not be compatible with every mod. The next mod is Ferrite Core. Ferrite Core is a mod designed to reduce memory usage, especially in larger mod packs. It achieves this by replacing inefficient vanilla data structures and caching systems with more compact, performant alternatives. For example, it reduces memory from excessive optional usage, optimizing block state storage and neighbor lookups. These changes save hundreds of megabytes of RAM, particularly on the client side during rendering, but also it improves memory use on servers by streamlining chunk MBT handling. Now, what all that essentially means is that memory will be more efficient, which means more frames, which is all we care about. Bad Optimizations is a mod that applies a series of small performance tweaks that add up to noticeable improvements. It avoids unnecessary light map updates by caching them when nothing affecting brightness has changed, optimizes sky color calculations by reducing redundant biome sampling, and skips debug logic unless actively in use. Essentially, these changes help reduce CPU and GPU load. Entity culling is a mod that improves Minecraft's performance by using multi-threaded path tracing to determine which block entities and mobs are actually visible to the player, skipping the rendering of anything hidden behind walls or terrain, because for some reason Minecraft will render every mob within a loaded chunk, but it runs visibility checks in real time on spare CPU threads. I also added more culling, which essentially does the exact same thing, but culls even more. Next, we have C2ME, or Concurrent Chunk Management Engine, and increases performance by parallelizing chunk generation and loads chunks across multiple CPU cores. Most modern CPUs has more than one core, like for example, I have 12, but for some reason Minecraft would only use one core. Now, this mod allows Minecraft to take advantage of more than one core. C2ME is recommended alongside Lithium. Lithium speeds up things like physics, mob AI, and block updates on both the client and server. On multiplayer servers, it helps reduces lag by improving tick times, allowing more entities, players, and chunks to run more smoothly. Even in single player, it boosts performance by optimizing the game's internal server. Dynamic FPS is a mod that helps your computer use less power when the game isn't active, like when it's in the background or when idling. It lowers the game's frame rate and volume during those times to save resources. Krypton improves Minecraft's network performance, helping servers run more smoothly and use less of your CPU. It's based on advanced networking work from projects like Velocity and Twinity. In a nutshell, it just improves how the game handles network data, which will reduce CPU load. Noisium is a mod that speeds up world generation by optimizing parts of the process that other mods often overlook. It directly sets block states during trunk generation, skipping slow calculations that aren't needed at that stage. It also improves the speed of biome population. Noisium keeps world generation identical to vanilla, so the world looks the same. They just generate faster. Packet Fixer increases Minecraft's packet size limits to prevent common networking errors that can happen when using large mod packs. This mod is great with a big mod pack or mods with a lot of features. The Very Many Players mod improves Minecraft server performance, especially when hosting lots of players. It focuses on keeping everything running smoothly without changing how the game behaves. VMP boosts performance by optimizing packet sending, entity tracking, chunk loading, command handling, and more, often using caching and async operations to reduce lag. VMP is still in early development, so it may be unstable. Now, that's all the mods. But what about texture packs? In my experience, texture packs don't change the frame rate that much. Unless you're using an ultra-realistic texture pack, it shouldn't change the overall frame rate. You might see slight gains using low-res texture packs like Bare Bones, for example, but the improvements are very minimal. But you would just get more gains if you just download mods. Now, here is Minecraft without the mods, and here is optimized Minecraft.